Most of the reactions around us in our day to day life are oxidation reduction reactions, also known as redox reactions in short. So, what exactly happens in these reactions? In these reactions, there is transfer of electrons between various atoms. Now, why have I drawn a picture of an oil rig over here? Well, oil rig is an acronym which helps us learn this in a better way. So, oil stands for oxidation is loss of electrons. Oxidation is loss of electrons, whereas rig stands for reduction is gain of electrons. Reduction is gain of electrons. But why are we studying redox reactions? Let's see a few examples where redox reactions are taking place. So let's remember that oxidation is loss of electrons, reduction is gain of electrons. There is photosynthesis, or we see rusting of iron, battery, or even ozone layer depletion, which is a much hyped topic these days. All of these are redox reactions. So that is why it is very important to study about these reactions. Let us see an example. So we have an atom A and another atom B. Atom A is losing an electron and atom B is accepting that electron. So this pink dot here denotes an electron. So atom A is losing an electron, atom B is gaining an electron. Now if atom A is losing an electron, we know oil rig, or oxidation is loss of electron. Here atom A is losing an electron, so atom A is undergoing oxidation, whereas atom B is gaining an electron and reduction is gain. So atom B is undergoing reduction. Or we can say that atom A is oxidized and atom B is reduced. So if atom A is losing an electron, what charge should come on it? It will get a positive charge. So it becomes A plus. And B is gaining an electron. Electrons have negative charge on them. So B has a negative charge of 1. Now these are the charges on atoms A and B. So since they are oppositely charged, now this entity and this entity, they will come closer and they will form a compound A plus B minus. Such reactions are known as redox reactions. Now reduction is gain of electrons. I'm saying that reduction is gain of electrons. But when I say reduction, don't I mean something is being reduced? Why am I using reduction for gain of electrons? Well, let's see the reason behind this. Reduction is gain of electrons. So, what is the charge on an electron? Electron is negatively charged. If an electron is negatively charged, whenever any atom, suppose that atom initially had 0 charge on it, atom is neutral, it will have 0 charge on it, but after it has gained an electron, because of that extra electron, it will become negatively charged. So here it is gaining 1 electron. So what is happening here? When it is gaining an electron, the charge on B is reducing. on gaining an electron, the charge on B is reducing. That is why gain of electrons is known as reduction. Let's see a few more examples now. So here we have a sodium atom and a chlorine atom. Sodium is donating one electron to chlorine. This is an electron. So when sodium donates an electron, we know from oil-rig rule that oxidation is loss of electron. So here sodium is losing an electron. Therefore, sodium is getting oxidized. It is undergoing oxidation, whereas chlorine is accepting an electron, so it is getting reduced. So initially, the charge on sodium was 0 and the charge on chlorine also was 0. But what happens now? After losing an electron, sodium has a charge of 1 plus. And chlorine, after accepting an electron, it has a charge of Cl minus. Since these are oppositely charged, so they get attracted to each other and they form a compound which is sodium chloride or our common salt. So they form NaCl, and an NaCl, it is an ionic compound. It contains ions. Sodium has a charge of +1. Chlorine has a charge of -1. These charges that are written on the top are known as oxidation numbers. So here sodium's oxidation number is increasing from 0 to +1. It is getting oxidized. So when oxidation number increases, that is oxidation. And what is happening to chlorine here? Chlorine's oxidation number is decreasing from 0 to -1. So it is getting reduced. So what can I say here? That increase in oxidation number is oxidation, and decrease in oxidation number is reduction. What is oxidation number? It is just the charge on various species or various atoms in a chemical reaction. Here sodium is losing electron and chlorine is gaining electron. So whenever an atom loses electron, it cannot just throw those electrons in air. It cannot just chuck electrons. There has to be another atom which is receiving those electrons. So there will always be one substance which is getting oxidized and another substance which is gaining the electrons and getting reduced, or oxidation and reduction always take place together. Oxidation and reduction always happen together in any chemical reaction. They always occur in pairs. This is a very important point to note here. Let's see the example of burning of magnesium ribbon in air or oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Can we write the charges on various substances? Yes, I can write the oxidation numbers. So magnesium, it is an atom. It has a charge of 0. O2 or oxygen is a molecule. It again has no charge on it. Magnesium oxide is an ionic compound. So it is composed of ions. Oxygen has a charge of -2. This is oxide ion. Magnesium has a charge of +2. This is magnesium ion. Let's see what exactly is happening here. So the charge on magnesium is going from 0 to +2. The charge on magnesium is increasing, or the oxidation number is increasing, and we know that increase in oxidation number is oxidation. So I can say here that magnesium is getting oxidized. This is oxidation. And what is happening to charge on oxygen? The charge on oxygen is decreasing from 0 to -2. decrease in oxidation number is reduction. So oxygen is getting reduced. This is reduction. Can we see this in terms of transfer of electrons? Yeah, why not? We have magnesium. It is becoming +2. So that means it is donating 2 electrons. So there should be something to accept those electrons, and that something is oxygen here. So oxygen accepts those electrons. So this becomes Mg2 plus, and a charge of -2 comes on an oxygen atom. So magnesium is getting oxidized, oxygen is getting reduced. Oxygen becomes oxide ion. We can say one more thing about this. Here magnesium is gaining an oxygen to become MgO. So we can say that gain of oxygen is oxidation. Gain of oxygen is oxidation. So we have seen that oxidation is loss of electrons. Now we are saying that oxidation is gain of oxygen. And see here again, oxidation and reduction are taking place in pairs. So it is a redox reaction. Let's see the example of burning of methane. So methane burns in oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water. This is a highly exothermic reaction. If we see this reaction here, methane is gaining oxygen. So that means that methane is getting oxidized. This is oxidation because it is gaining oxygen. And since methane is getting oxidized, that means that oxygen is going to receive the electrons that methane is giving out, or oxygen is going to get reduced. So this is reduction. We can notice one more thing here, that methane is gaining oxygen to get oxidized, but it is also losing this hydrogen. So we can also say that loss of hydrogen is oxidation. So till now we have seen 3 things about oxidation, and those things are that oxidation is the loss of electrons, or gain of oxygen, or loss of hydrogen. And we also know that oxidation and reduction always take place in pairs. So conversely, what we can say about reduction is gain of electrons, loss of oxygen, and gain of hydrogen. So let's see more examples on redox reactions in the coming videos.